Ain't no days off. It's more than just words, more than just title. It's a mindset. It's waking up tired and still choosing discipline. It's showing up when nobody's watching. No applause, no shortcuts, no excuses. Even on rest days, the mind stays locked in. Even on hard days, the purpose stays loud. It's about commitment. It's about doing the work when quitting would be easier. Dreams don't clock out, and neither do the ones who really want it.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, I tell you what. I tell you what, because y'all real faithful, So I wanted to tell you, I just finished my last assignment for my bachelor's. I just finished my last assignment. I just finished my last. I know you see the glare in my glasses, but I just finished my last assignment for my bachelor's. I need to fix my lighting up in here. Yeah, I need to get my lighting straight. Yeah, I really do need to get my lighting straight up in here because I know good and well. You see? Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just finished my last assignment for my I just finished my last assignment for my bachelor's. And this is really a big deal. This is a big deal. Y'all, I just finished my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. You're now looking at a BSW. We got letters. We got we got peer support. We got certified alcohol and drug counselor. We got BSW, bachelor's in social work. We got letters beside our name. And I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be proud of myself, even when I don't get no clap or no applause. But I just finished my last assignment. I just turned in, finished my last Zoom for my bachelor's in social work. That's some good stuff right there. I just finished my last assignment. And what makes it special, y'all, because I come from a dark place and I didn't even know if I was going to live to tell my story. I'm still writing. I'm still inventing my story. I'm still inventing myself. How that place I came from was real dark. Like, and some days it felt like it was just me. It was just me. So when you see me being proud of myself, just let me get a moment, because a lot of people ain't not here, didn't get that moment. Man, that's awesome. That's real awesome. And when I say a dark place, I don't mean go in the room and cut the light off and it's dark. I'm not even I can't begin to tell y'all how dark that place I was in at one point in my life was. I couldn't even begin to describe it. But yeah, I just turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. I know you see the glare in my glasses, and that's why I'm getting contact lenses. But yeah, I just finished my bachelor's in social work. I just finished it. Yeah, I just finished my bachelor's in social work. Thank you, cuz. Thank you, cuz. Cuz I talk about it all the time, how dark that place was. That place was real dark. That place was real dark. And I just turned in my last assignment. Yep. BSW. BSW. Yeah. And when I be trying to tell people and put the word out there about the dark place I came from and why this is a flex and a major accomplishment, like this is beyond anything that I ever dreamed of. I never, my plan wasn't to go back to school. My plan wasn't to continue help. That wasn't my plan. That wasn't my plan, but I guess it was God's plan. Hey, came out the abandoned building. Now I'm a counselor helping people find housing. How does that even happen? How do a person come from being homeless to helping people find housing? Because what was supposed to break me made me into the person I am today. That's how. That's how. What was supposed to break me turned me into the person I am today. And I'm so grateful. Like, y'all don't know. It was a whole lot of times I just wanted to give up and just, you know what, it's better off. A whole lot of times I was ready to throw the towel in. That's why I believe in prayer. Somebody was praying for me. Somebody was praying that God, please don't take your hands off him. Somebody, I believe in prayer. A whole lot of days I was ready to give up. I love you, Tamika. A whole lot of days I was just ready to throw in a towel. And now, and now stuff that I've never even dreamed about. When I first got clean, when I first got off drugs, the only thing I wanted was like the basic stuff, food, housing, the basics. That's all I wanted. I never dreamed that my life would be where it's at right now. I never dreamed of. That's why I continue to tell everybody I run and come in contact to, it is hope out the door. Like, this ain't got to be the end of your story. It's not the end. Nah, this just another chapter. This just another chapter in your story called We Do Recover. We do recover. Yep, y'all just got on here to say I just turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. I just turned in my last assignment and I'm still going. Yep, I just turned in my last assignment and I don't know how, because I was and it is a big deal. So because I was a high school dropout, I was a high school dropout. And now I just completed my bachelor's in social work. Tanisha, how you doing? I just turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's, and I wanted to get on here and let y'all know I come from a dark place. That place was dark, and it was lonely. It wasn't nobody there. Like and I'm not saying nobody wouldn't have been there, but that dark place, I'm glad I was the only one there. Come from, it was real bad. A lot of days it was real bad. Sleeping in empty houses, smoking cigarette butts off the ground. It was real bad. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. That's why I ain't no big eyes and little U's in my world. That's why I don't be putting people on no pedestals, and I don't look up to, that's why I don't do that. That's why I don't judge people. You never know who God gonna put. It might be that person you done judged and talk about. God might put that person in position to come save your child. I've seen it happen since I've been here. People that done talked about me, people that done tried to do me harm in my act of addiction. I done had to come back and I done had to, yo, come on, this is what I did. Here, let me help you. The same people. I done that since I've been here. You just never know. That's why when I say my heart is pure and that's what I mean. You just never know who God gonna send your way. You never know. That's why we can't be looking down on people. One day at a time, Tanisha. I'm glad you're making it. You never know. Whoever thought that I would be a counselor? Whoever thought that the dope smoker would be a drug counselor? What's up, y'all? I just finished my last assignment for my bachelor's. But I tell you what, the thing about that dark place that I was in prior to recovery, it made me the person I am today. I was broken. I was broken. I was empty inside. I wasn't living. I was just existing. Just selfish. Just me, 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 me. Just me, 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 me. I remember that night when I remember my last time using. I'm gonna tell y'all this story and I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for tuning in. My last time using, I was sleeping in a floor of this drug house. I was sleeping in the floor of the drug house, and the person that had the house and that had let me lay down on the floor had told me to get out about 2 o'clock in the morning. He told me to get out. Now I done been kicked out of better places than the place that he told me to get out. I done been kicked out of some way better places, but he said it with so much authority. He said it with so much authority that his voice it went all the way down in me and it shifted and it did move some stuff around. He said, "Get out." I was like, "Whoa." And it was like this lady was up. It was right over there, and it was in the hood too. If you know me, then if you know, then you know it was in the hood. It was in Town. They told me to get out. And to this day, everybody I run in contact with, I would tell that was the best get out I ever heard in my life. That was the best get out I ever heard. I walked right up there to Detox on 429 Billingsley Road. That was the best get out I ever heard. And to the person that told me to get out, thank you. Thank you. You don't know how much you helped me. Thank you. And I told God that day, I said, Lord, if you deliver me from this, if you deliver me, everybody I come in contact with, I help. And guess what? March 13th, I will have 10 years clean. And everybody I've came in contact with that I could help, that wanted to help, I've tried to help. Yep. I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that day. And I don't ever want to look back again, you know? So for me to just been on turn in my last assignment for my bachelor, yo, that's a big deal. That's awesome. I got my GED in a penitentiary. Yeah, I got my general education diploma in a penitentiary. Now I just submitted my last assignment to be a bachelor in social work. Man, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. And guess what? I'm one of the most humblest person you ever want to meet. And somebody said, "Oh, every time you ain't got to jump on here, every time you accomplish something, you must thank you." I don't think I'm nobody. I think I'm the one that God saved one day, March 13th. I think I'm the one that God saved, and God put me on this path right here. And if I can, and everybody I run in contact to, if I can tell you about how good God is and how he delivered me from drugs and how he can do the same for you, I'm gonna let you know about it. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. There's a whole lot of people out there fighting addiction. There's a whole lot of people we walk past in the store. Some of our families and friends, they ain't struggling with addiction. They struggle. It's a whole lot. It's more people. It's more people struggling with addiction than you think. It's more people. And a lot of time we don't catch it until it's too late. So yeah, I'm gonna keep saying, I'm a recovering addict. I am a recovering drug addict. I got high 24/7 days a week. I didn't take, look, what's the name of my podcast? Ain't No Dayz Off. It wasn't No Dayz Off. And one day, that man upstairs, he came to see about me. And guess what? The same person that came to see about me, the same help that I got, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. I'm just tired of seeing people, hey Nicole, I'm just tired of seeing people like self-inflicted harm. That's what it is. I just don't like to see it. That's why I'm always talking about recovery. I'm always posting something, because that's the biggest thing going on right now. Overdosing, drugs, that's the biggest thing going on right now. And right when somebody think they got a grip on it, they don't. I had a friend, he passed away. He compared the war on drugs to the deaths of Vietnam. I'm going to always talk about recovery. You never know. Everybody, plenty of people don't hit my inbox. Oh, my son, oh, my nephew, oh, my neighbor want to know. And I'm so glad, and I be so glad to help, because I ain't never had nothing that nobody wanted. I ain't never had nothing that nobody wanted. I'm not from that place. I told you it was dog where I came from. Then nobody want nothing I had. I'd be glad to help when they say, hey, Louis, you know something about recovery? I'd be like, yeah, I know a little bit about it. I know a little bit about it. Yeah. What's going on? Y'all just came over here. I just submitted my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. And it's coming from a high school, and it's coming from a dropout, a drug addict. You know what? You know, in the hood, they be like, oh, he on that shit. Oh, man, that's why I like smiling a lot. That's why I like having fun a lot. You think it's fun when you broke and you trying to get high at the same time? You think it's fun out there? It ain't fun. That's why I smile a lot. That's why I hug the people that's in my life and tell them that I love them. It wasn't no fun. It wasn't a whole lot of fun days out there. No whole lot of excitement in the trenches trying to do whatever you got to do to get high. It wasn't even. No, that's why I smile all the time. That's why when I walk in the room, I got my head up. My head ain't looking down at the floor no more. Looking down at the ground. I looked at the ground, down at the ground for years trying to find something down there, and I ain't found it yet, and still haven't found it. For years I walked around my head down trying to find something and still ain't found it. That's why when I walk in the room, it ain't that I think I'm better than nobody, because I don't. Because if you need a ride, if you need $1, if you need some cigarette, if you need some food, I get all that. I walk like that, and I walk with my head up, because I come from a dark place. And now I know my worth. I know my value now. I done a lot of work on me. I know my worth. I know my worth. My worth is more worth. My worth is more than my worth is more than a bag of dope now. That's why I do that right there. That's why I do that. I ain't living in that hell. I ain't living in hell no more. I ain't living in all that confusion and that drama and that chaos. It ain't plaguing me today. I don't gotta be around nobody that messes with my spirit. I don't gotta be around nobody that does. If I'm around you and my spirit ain't my spirit like then I don't gotta be around you today. I don't gotta be around and I don't like to be around miserable chaos and drama. I don't like that. I like my peace. I like a peace of mind. I like a peace of mind today. You know, I'm a very loving and caring person. I ain't no whole lot of stories about. I'm a very loving and caring person, and I love that for me. But yeah, so if y'all just came on here, man, I just turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. I'm about to be a social. Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought that dude, that dirty and that nasty, that ain't took no bath, dude, that will wash your car for $4 or sell y'all the food stamps on my card? Who would have, the dude that will try to get some change from you before you got in your car leaving the store? Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? That's why I'm not going to be quiet about recovery. I'm not going to be quiet about recovery. I'm not, Lord, that's it. That's what the literature say, that when the drugs go and the addict works to program, wonderful things happen. Lost dreams awaken. Who would have ever thought that I would get clean and stay clean long enough to take my grandson to Disney World? Who would have ever thought that an addict like me, someone that begged for change and stole meat out the refrigerator to sell to get some drugs, who would have ever thought would lead a country 3 times? Got an office with a name tag, and when you walk in my office, it say Mr. Lewis. Who would have ever thought an addict like me? An addict. Like, who would have? Oh my God. And y'all don't want me to, and some people don't want me to be happy. You got to understand where I came from. You really got to understand where I came from. And you're going to know exactly where I came from soon, because it's going to be, my story is coming soon. You're going to know exactly, like, we're not going to hold nothing back. You're going to know exactly where I came from, but it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I made a whole lot of bad decisions in my life, but one good decision I made, I told God, please take the taste of this dope out my mouth. Please take the taste of drugs out my mouth. That was the best decision that I ever made in my entire life. And I don't pray that prayer before. I don't pray that same prayer before, but it was just something about this last time. It was just something about this last. I was about 20 pounds underweight. I was 30. I ain't bathed. Like, it was real bad. The only clothing that I had was what I was wearing. That's the only thing that I had. The only clothing that I had was the clothes I had on my body. And they want me to walk around here sad. When they want me to walk around, I'm not doing that at all. I've been spared another chance. I've been spared another chance to get it right. To get it right this time. And God knew I was sincere. God knew I was sincere. I was walking up the detox. God, this is, I heard his voice. I ain't heard God's voice in a long time. A long time. I love you too, Terry. I love you too, Miss Terry. I ain't heard God's voice in a long time, but I heard him. He said, if you want me to do it for you, first you got to throw away that thing I had. He said, you got to throw that away, Lewis. He said, because you put that before everything. You got to, if you get rid of that, Lewis, I might can work with you. But as long as you got that in your hand, I know that come before me. I heard God tell me that. He said that come before me, your family, your kids, your job, your house, your life, your health, your hygiene. He said that's been coming. That come before me. If you want me to do something for you, Lewis, you need to get rid of that thing, and you need to get rid of it now. And I remember, and it wasn't no easy decision. It wasn't what? To get rid of it, that wasn't an easy decision for me. That was one of the most hardest decisions. That was the hardest decision I ever made in my life. But I'm gonna tell you, but he kept telling me, because I was ready for something different, but I just didn't know how it would look. And I closed my eyes and I took that and I slung it. And I slung it. And I slung that. And I slung it. And I ain't care where it went. I ain't even hear it. Right? And God said, okay, you ready now? You ready? You ready? And I ain't looked for one since. I ain't had that in my hands since. I'm telling you. And that's why I'm grateful. And that's why I'm grateful. Like, just here within the last few years, I'm a grown man with kids. I just started getting things in my life. Prior to recovery, I never had a house with a lease with my name on it. I never had that stuff like that. That's not my story. And some of my friends have. Some of my friends was doing real good, like they had houses and cars in their name and whatever the case, man. I didn't have that. I didn't have that till I got in recovery. When I got in recovery, and I told God that night, I said, if you help me, I help everybody I come in contact with, I surrender. I surrender. I can't do it. When I threw my hand up and surrender, my higher power began to work through me. He began to show me things and dreams that I just used to dream about. I remember I used to be walking late at night, right? Because I ain't had nowhere to go, so I couldn't get lost. I remember I used to be walking late at night, and then the sun started coming up. The sun catch me. I used to hate the sun. I used to hate them birds when they tweet, 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 they singing and all happy and joyful. I used to hate them birds in the morning. And gave me another chance, and I'm gonna be happy, joyous, and free. I'm gonna enjoy. Let God, let go, let God. That's right. And I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. I promise you, I'm not gonna be. I know where I came from a real dark place, y'all. And when I tell you it was dark, it was dark. It was so dark. Like it was real dark. It was real. That place, it was real dark. It took a lot for me to get where I am today. And I am not gonna be quiet when it comes to recovery. I love recovery. That's the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. And not only did my recovery affect me, earlier I was telling y'all about everybody I hurt. Guess what? My recovery is not only helping me, it's helping them too. It's helping them too. I don't ever want to live like that again. I don't ever want to have to sneak. I've been sleeping in an empty house and I got to try to look out the window to see who out there before I come out the back door. I don't ever want to live like that again. A whole lot to that story though. It's a whole lot to that story. We filming now. We filming now. That's gonna be a story. That's gonna be a story. I don't ever wanna be walking the streets and I ain't got nowhere to lay my head. And I gotta reach down on the ground and smoke a cigarette butt off the ground. I don't ever want to live like that no more. I'm telling you, man, that is a miserable feeling. That is miserable, man. So that's why I'm constantly talking about recovery, and we do recovery because I still got people. Listen, I still got people out there struggling with this disease of addiction, and they don't even know that addiction is a disease. Addiction is a disease. They don't even know that, and they still out there struggling. I don't turn my back on them. Me personally, I don't turn my back on them. I just don't. I just don't. I want them to know whenever you get tired and you ready to come on in out there, come on in. I want you to know you can always come to Lewis. I got reason. Listen, how about now? I got resources today. I got resources. I got resources today for a person that's a recovering addict, someone that won't help from addiction and mental health. I got resources. I ain't never had no resource. I didn't even know what a resource was. Resource. But that's where I'm at, man. Like I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all I completed my last assignment for my. I done told y'all really too much that I did not intend to tell y'all as much as I told y'all. I really told y'all a lot, but I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know I turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. And that made me feel real good. My last class was on a Zoom, and they send us a letter that made me feel real, real good. I ain't never completed nothing. I ain't never completed nothing till I got to recover. Always, you ain't completing a job. I ain't complete nothing. I failed at everything prior to recovery. And when I say I failed at everything, that's exactly what I meant. I failed at life prior to coming to recovery. Recovery has gave me a life that I've never even dreamed of, beyond my wildest dreams. Beyond my wildest dreams. That's what recovery has done for me. And I promise God, like if I can help anybody, I will. Ain't nobody getting left behind on my watch. Thank you for sharing, and yes, keep sharing. Thank you for sharing, and yes, keep sharing. You never know who you are helping again. Thank you. I love you, Tanisha. You already know that. I'll never forget the many rides that you used to give me up in Hickory, North Carolina. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget. And that's what I tell everybody I come in contact with. And that's what I tell everybody I come in contact with. I may forget your name and I may forget to call you or whatever, but I'll never forget how you made me feel. I'll never forget how somebody made me feel. Let me put that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat. I will never forget how someone made me feel. And guess what? I probably made people feel some type of way before too. But if I have, I bet you I don't apologize. And I bet you it ain't been recently because I don't like for people to feel I don't it don't listen. Recovery did something to me spiritually, right? And it just don't make me feel good to hurt other people no more. If I ain't helping you, if I ain't helping you up, I sure ain't looking down on you and talking bad about you and gossip. I ain't doing none of that to nobody because my situation can turn around just like that. I'll never forget how somebody made me feel. Especially you ever needed somebody and they just made you feel so you wish you wouldn't have never even asked them for help. You ever needed somebody you wish like you just would have kept your mouth closed? Yeah, I'm talking about. I'll never forget that. I'm glad I ain't out there in this snow right here trying to find no dope. I'm glad I ain't out there in this snow right now trying to find no dope. I'm glad. Let me say it again because somebody didn't hear me. I might need to put that in the chat too. I am glad I ain't in this snow looking. I am glad I ain't in the snow looking for dope. I'm so glad about that. I am so glad I ain't in this snow looking for. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it would be hard. I am glad I ain't out in this snow looking for dope. I am so glad. I am so. Ooh, I'm talking about I would have been walking in the snow. My socks would have been wet. The inside of my, hey, Annie, my socks would have been wet. The inside of my shoes would have been wet. I would have been cold. I wouldn't have had no cigarettes, no. Woo, woo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And that's why I'm going to remain grateful. And that's why I'm going to continue to shout out recovery. And like I said, I got people that are struggling right now. And I wish I can just hug them, just give them a hug. Just look, you don't got to do that. But I pray for them. I pray for them because prayer can go where I can't go. I pray for them that one day when they are ready, that they will reach out and I can and help is right there. That's what I pray for. I pray, and my prayers is please, please, please keep an eye out on them. That be my prayers for them. That be my prayers for them. And they know who they is. And I ain't never judged them, and they ain't never judged me. We got love. I got love. They know this love is genuine. But you can't just force nobody. Like you can't force nobody or make nobody get clean. Like you can't do that. It don't work like that. If you could do that, I have about 27 years clean. You can't force nobody to get clean. Only thing you can do is pray. Listen to me good. You can't force nobody to get clean. Listen to me good. Only thing you can do is pray that God don't take his hands off them. That's the only thing you can do. Pray that God don't take his hands off them. That's all you can do. You can't force nobody. You got to wait until they get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you can ask anybody that has ever dealt with someone that in addiction. You got to wait until they are ready. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Hey, cousin, I love you. That's why I don't play with addiction. God delivered me from addiction. I don't go. I'm not playing with my recovery. I'm not gonna play with it. I survived the first one. I might not survive this next one. I might not survive this next one. That new stuff they got out there now, they got a whole lot of new stuff. Man, listen, they got some stuff out there that people is using. They putting it in their arm and it's rotting off their skin. It's just rotting. It's rotting off their skin. That's why we need to be vigilant. That's why we need to be vigilant. That's why I'm on this journey, like I'm on it for the long run. I ain't leaving. I'm glad I came from that dog place, y'all. It was real, real dark. It was real, real, real dark, and it was cold, and it was lonely. And I don't ever want to forget sleeping. I don't ever want to forget sleeping on a cardboard in that parking garage with this little blanket and they scared me in the morning because they were coming to work and they hit the alarm on I don't ever want to forget that. Congratulations. I'm very thank you, cuz. That's my cousin. That's my aunt. That's my aunt, y'all. I love you. I don't ever want to forget that. I don't ever want to forget that. I be ready to tell my story. I be ready to talk to anybody about recovery because it's a passion that I have. I know it's help out there. If I can help anybody because I keep running my mouth, that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And man, I just wanted to get on here, man. I just turned in my last assignment for my bachelor's in social work. Man, how about that? And guess what? I start my master's February the 23rd. I decided to, and I got accepted for my master's, and I decided to go straight into it. I decided to go straight into my master's because last time I got my associates, I took some time off, and it's been 3 years, and I took 3 years off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it, my master's. Man, that feels so good, man, to know that everything you dreamed of is right here in your reach. It feels good to dream today. It feels good to have hope and ambition, and gosh, that feels good, man. That feels real good. Anyway, thank y'all all for tuning in, man. Y'all are the best, man. I am forever grateful. If you need to reach out to me, just know if you ever reach out to me, it's always confidential. I need you to know that first. It's always confidential. If you need to reach out to me and you need to talk to me, or you struggling in an area and you just need some experience, it's always confidential. I promise you, it's always confidential. It's always confidential. I am a person that you can talk to, and as y'all can see, I love to talk. We can talk, we can vent. You right here. All you got to do is hit my inbox. You got my inbox, and we can go from there. But sometimes, man, I know how I feel when you just need someone to listen, and not just someone just to sit down with you and just listen while you just talk. And I'm that person. I know you see me, I might talk a lot, but I'm a great listener. I promise you. I will listen to you, and I will listen to you. I will listen. I will listen. I will listen. I promise you I will listen. Because sometimes that's all some people need. They ain't come to you for, oh, trying to get all this spiritual advice and all that. Nah, some people just need to vent. Just get it out of. They just full. They need to just get it out so they can retain some more information. Yeah, I'm that person. So if you ever need me, come holler at me. I love y'all. Remember, ain't no days off. Ain't No Dayz Off. That's the podcast. Ain't No Dayz Off. And I'll holler at y'all later. Thank y'all all for, gosh, man, y'all. Thank y'all all. This makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. Thank you all for just tuning in. This was great. All right. Holler at y'all later. Bye.
Ain't no days off. It's more than just words, more than just title. It's a mindset. It's waking up tired and still choosing discipline. It's showing up when nobody's watching. No applause, no shortcuts, no excuses. Even on rest days, the mind stays locked in. Even on hard days, the purpose stays loud. It's about commitment. It's about doing the work when quitting would be easier. Dreams don't clock out, and neither do the ones who really want it.